The katana is one of the most iconic historical swords of all time. The katana is one of the few swords that have complete legends behind it and a solid following just for the sword. Katana is also never cheap. So we are going to find a little katana weird on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. Now, I got to watch an Aikido katana demonstration at a martial arts tournament years ago. That is the closest I've ever come to a katana. Not even close enough to hold it, even if they offered. What about you? Ever seen, held, owned a katana? Let me know in the comments. And if you only owned a $50 one from eBay, that doesn't count. All right, let's get into it. First, the things we all need to know. A katana is a Japanese sword with a stylish curved single-edged blade, a fancy circular or squared guard, and a grip long enough for 2 hands because one hand just wouldn't do it justice. It was the go-to weapon of the samurai, Japan's military nobility, from the 1400s until 1876. And yes, that's a long time to be the coolest weapon in town. Oh, and in case you're feeling extra formal, it's also known as the samurai sword. Everybody got that? Good. Weird thing number 5, the samurai and the katana. You see, the katana wasn't just a weapon, it was like the samurai's VIP pass to respect. If you had one, you were basically flashing your warrior credentials wherever you went. Samurai practiced Laijutsu, the art of drawing the katana and striking in one swift motion. Think of it as the sword fighting equivalent of a mic drop, but way deadlier. For samurai, the katana was believed to house their spirit. Losing it wasn't just losing a sword, it was like losing your soul and your best accessory at the same time. Each katana was tailor-made for its owner, fitted to their height, strength, and fighting style. It wasn't just a sword, it was their personal weaponry fashion statement. Despite their fierce image, samurai were also scholars. They valued education and the arts, proving you could be both a lethal warrior and the smartest person in the room. Weird thing number 4, making a katana. Katanas are famous for their steel being folded over and over, sometimes 10 to 20 times. But no, it's not folded 1,000 times like your laundry pile, despite what the movies might say. The katana uses hard steel for the cutting edge and softer steel for the core. It's like making a sandwich with extra crispy bread and a super soft center, except for, much, much more deadly. Forging a katana isn't just hammering steel, it's a spiritual process. Swordsmiths often performed purification rituals before starting, as if they were preparing to summon a blade from the heavens, or at least something cooler than your kitchen knife. The swordsmith heats the steel until it's glowing hot, then hammers it into shape. Imagine blacksmithing as extreme baking, but instead of a loaf of bread, you get a weapon worthy of a samurai. Before katanas were battle-ready, they were tested on rolled-up tatami mats. Think of it as sword practice on a poor, unsuspecting beach towel, only a lot sharper and way more serious. Making a katana by hand can take months, which is like crafting the ultimate personalized sword. It's definitely not an Amazon Prime situation, but for something that could slice through a stack of bamboo, it is worth the wait. Weird thing number 3, using a katana. The katana was designed for single, decisive cuts, not long, drawn-out sword fights. Think of it as a one-punch knockout of swordsmanship. No need for round 2 when round 1 does the job. Samurai kept their katanas razor sharp because a dull katana is just an awkward metal stick. And let's be honest, you don't want to show up to a duel wielding a glorified butter knife. The katana's long handle is perfect for 2-handed strikes, and sure, you could swing it one-handed if you want, but it's like trying to eat pizza with a fork. Technically possible, but why on earth would you? Now, as mentioned, samurai practiced Laijutsu, the technique where you draw and strike in one lightning-fast movement. It's like a quick draw, but it was meant to kill. Now, when using a katana, getting the right angle for the cut is key. Too shallow, and you're just giving your enemy a disappointing paper cut. Too deep, and you're slicing air. Precision is the name of the game. Katanas are built for slicing, not stabbing. So if you try to use it like a fencing sword, you're in for a surprise. More whoosh than poke. Think of it as the sword world's diva that only does things its own way. Weird thing number 2, the value. For the samurai, the katana was literally priceless, their soul in blade form. These days, though, they'll definitely put a price on it, and spoiler alert, it's not pocket change. Expect a katana to cost about as much as a really nice car, just way sharper. A centuries-old katana in good condition can be worth millions. Turns out, steel can age better than most of us and good wine. If only we all sharpened with age like that. A traditionally made katana takes months to forge by a master swordsmith, which is why they cost so much. It's basically the bespoke suit of weapons. Custom-made, classy, and capable of cutting through anything. In Japan, swordsmiths are legally restricted to making just 2 katanas a month to preserve quality. So they're not just expensive, they're rare. Think of it as a collector's item, but one you could take down a tree with. Some people buy katanas not for battle, but for investment. Who needs stocks when you have a sword that appreciates in value and can slice watermelons with style? I mean, sure, you can buy a katana online for a couple $100, but chances are it's more for hanging on the wall than taking on an enemy. If you want a real deal, it's going to cost you way more than your Halloween costume budget. And finally, weird thing number 1, movies about katanas. Kill Bill, 2003 to 2004. The bride shows us that revenge is a dish best served with a katana. She single-handedly and two-handedly slices through the crazy 88, making katanas look like the ultimate multitasking tool for cutting and style. The Last Samurai, 2003. Tom Cruise goes from Top Gun to Top Samurai in this one. He picks up a katana, learns the ways of the warrior, and suddenly we're all thinking, wait, can I be a samurai too? Spoiler alert, it's a lot harder than it looks. The 47 Ronin, 2013. Keanu Reeves teams up with katana-wielding samurai to fight mystical monsters and enemies. If you didn't think Keanu could get any cooler, just wait until you see him casually waving a katana like it's part of his daily routine. Wolverine, 2013. Wolverine plus katana equals double the danger. In Japan, Logan trades his claws for a katana temporarily, and the results are spectacular. Who knew the guy needed a sword when he's already got built-in weapons? Deadpool 2, 2018. Deadpool's katanas are as sharp as his one-liners. He slices, dices, and cracks jokes all at once. Plus, who can forget him trying to slice through bullets? He's a katana-wielding superhero who doesn't take himself or swordplay too seriously. John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum, 2019. John Wick is already a one-man army, but throw some katanas into the mix and things get wild. There's an epic motorcycle chase with swords, because apparently guns just aren't enough anymore. Well, that's it for today's razor sharp episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you didn't cut yourself. Please like, subscribe, share the video. Click on more of my videos to get a little bit touch more weird in your day. And for those still watching, today's code word is samurai. Put that down in the comments because, well, just because. Take care. Have a great day.